Look in my eyes for my mind state. I'm on the grind 25 days. Money on my mind, that's how I play. If you got it now, this what I say. Hold up, hold up, hold up, wait. Hold up, hold up, hold up, wait.
We are here. What it do?
Oh,
Yeah, we live.
Yeah.
We live.
Oh, we're live.
Episode. What are we on? I'm a terrible host. I tell you this every episode. I'm a terrible host at this.
Episode 5.
The
Five? I can't count that happening. But we are here. Episode 5 of Swerve City Podcast live. What it do, everybody? We got Miss Simone, or better known as AKA The Rock's daughter, Mr. Satin.
Thanks for the views.
And
Bruh!
Thanks for the views. We over 3K already.
3K.
About
There's 3K views on that episode.
We
That ain't much.
Numbers.
That ain't much, but
Numbers.
we proud, we happy. You know, it's progression. But yeah, Mrs. Ryan Satin, thank you for the views and the plug. Clickbait, that's what we do. And over here we got the man, the myth, the legend, still alive, Band-Aid back of the head and all.
I'm still
hasn't gone away.
I'm still Band-Aid still here, man.
TZ Scott.
Yeah, shout out, man. TZ Scott, Instagram, Twitter, things of that nature. I'm glad to be back for episode 5, man. We still here.
We still here, we still doing the damn thing, and we still getting guests like Mr. Cedric Alexander. Mr. Cedric Alexander.
Papa Swole. Ceddy Swole.
The chiropractor himself, Mr. Lumbar. Check yourself.
That's a good t-shirt.
That is.
Bruh, this is what we
See?
doing here.
Bars.
Bars. We are sorry, Miss Big Swole, Aerial Monroe, the sister of the podcast.
I love you.
Yes, Boo Thing, Mama Josephine, all that we call her. She
Josephine.
is here. She is not here today. She got booked because she's doing her thing on the road, wrestling and such. But we got stand-in special guest co-host, Miss Simone Johnson.
Yeah.
So, boom, what it do? Say
She
hi to
team
everybody.
now, dog. She team.
Yeah, she
Am
quite
I?
a crew.
Yeah, she team now.
This hosting thing just gets bigger and bigger.
It does.
Dude, you be surprised people want to come up in here. I heard a little rumor that Mr. Sir King William Regal wants to come up in here.
Ooh.
And he don't want everyone to do it.
He don't want to do nothing, and I love Regal.
He's chill.
So you always welcome to come in here.
Yes.
We had a nice conversation about music and disco back in the 70s
Disco.
in the UK.
I would love to hear you talk
Yeah,
about this.
disco.
And we had a dis-
I was hoping it was people talking drug free back then, because Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
The disco scene in the UK. But yeah, it was cool. He could talk for we talked for like 30 minutes about it too. So imagine what else we could talk about on here with like actual subject matter. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I like
So what? Oh, actually, no, let me do my shout outs. Shout out to Around Seattle, because without him, without his support, the sponsorships, we wouldn't have any of this going on today. We wouldn't have this banner. We wouldn't have these mics. The table I got my damn self, but we wouldn't have these. We have all this good stuff. We wouldn't have this content. We wouldn't have anything. He helped build this from that foundation from the ground up, from day
Absolutely.
one.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Around Seattle. We thank you every single day. Shamelo Durant.
My mentor, shout out to him, man. Shout out to my mentor. A lot of advice for me on the music game. Thanks to him for bringing me into the fold of hip hop and telling me to explore my talents, and teamed up with my bro. And from seeing everything from where it's come, from us being on the beanbags at his old apartment to being here inside this great production room, man. Definitely proud to see where the podcast has gone and where it's growing. So
Yeah.
salute for that, man.
Thank you for the mentorship, man. And Simone, what you got to plug today? What you been up to? You was just at Raw reunion, actually.
I was at Raw. It was good. It was fun. It was a very long day.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was a very long
Imagine.
day.
Those days
But it was fun.
never get short, ever.
But-
Yeah.
or the-
They're always long.
I was scheduled to be at Raw, but then I got switched over to SmackDown, and then
Casually major 205 Live
and then
debut.
205 Live. I kinda
No big deal. You didn't
No
just
big
have
deal.
a great match and
kind of main event in my first night.
Phenomenal,
sorta.
but
Humble brag, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm the truth, but I ain't lying.
Yeah, I mean, he been calling me the GOAT for a while. No,
Hey, whoa.
I ain't gonna go
It's
that
my
far.
gimmick. It's my gimmick. I'm the GOAT.
You the GOAT
I'm the
backbreaker.
GOAT. I'm the GOAT.
The GOAT backbreaker.
There could be two ghosts. There's a bit Tupac and Biggie. There's two ghosts.
Okay, fair
There's
enough.
Okay,
a lot
there
of
we
different
go.
goats in
You
there.
know,
I mean,
there's Nas and Jay.
Nas and
Nas
Keeps
and
the
Jay.
farm interesting.
You know, there's little skies and little Uzi Brand.
Talking about little skies. I thought
We are
about
going
that
to a
in the
weird
last
place.
podcast.
This is going to a weird place right now.
One thing I also gotta say too.
Mm.
April 4th, 2020.
Speak on it.
Saturday night.
What are we doing?
Me and my wonderful sister, the wife of the wonderful Cedric Alexander.
Don't say a name, just say.
We are
Wife of?
hosting a party. The first annual For the Fan party. This is not for the phonies. If you're not on the list, you're not popping up.
Exclusive.
It is exclusive. It's going down invite only. We will not publicly say the location and things of that nature. You have to DM one of us, but it is going down. There's a lot of people coming through, and it's going to be fun. So For the Fan coming out, we post the flyers. We have announcements who are coming out.
It's so secret even I don't know about it.
April is so soon now that I think about it.
Right around the corner.
That's
That's
wild.
so many a weekend. So
And
tune in
blink
on
it's
that
over.
and stay tuned for news. And the reason why I'm publicly saying it is because you damn me, you cool. You come right on in.
But if we don't mess with you, sit your ass outside. Because I will have security.
The curtain.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Yes. It'll be
Top
Cy,
flight.
the man behind the microphone and the cameras right
Y'all
now.
should just hire Big Jordan.
I don't know, Big Gordon.
Big Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. I thought you said Gordon. I'm like,
No.
who? Hayward? What?
No, Jordan.
But anyway, let's get to the guest of the evening, Cedric Alexander. What's good, man?
Man.
Bruh!
My jaw hurts. If you saw Monday, you saw what happened. I don't want to speak about it. Eating solid food has been a challenge.
Oh.
Bruh.
But
You took a spill. It wasn't even a spill. It was like a fling.
It was more of a splat, a swatting.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
I still have nightmares about it.
Man, it's just good to see. Like you, Ali,
Ali's my dude.
and I'm trying to think of you and Ali. You're like the first crop of guys to make that transition from 205 Live to the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, shout out to opening the doorways for that.
I said you gotta count the Singh brothers. They were in the very first 205 Live match.
Yeah.
Very first one, and then they immediately went to.
Oh yeah. Sing brothers. Yeah.
So
That's
Singh brothers gotta get that credit.
Kind of Leo as well. You could say.
Yeah, we'll talk about Leo. Leo.
His existence is still real to me.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I miss him. He's a good guy.
We all do.
I don't know where he is.
Yeah. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk wrestling in this podcast.
No.
We're gonna talk about
We're gonna talk about life.
Everything else.
Hot Girl Summer.
Hot girl
Okay,
summer.
someone
Alright,
explain
hot
to me.
girl summer.
Okay,
the definition.
we're gonna get to you in a second, but we gotta cover this hot girl summer.
Hot girl
Okay.
summer, okay.
Okay,
Explain this
so
to me.
apparently, so I was listening to other podcasts, and Lil Duval, shout out Lil Duval out there.
That's why I see it all the time. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's the one that came up with it.
I see a lot of weird things when I hear
So
the
you
term
never,
hot girl
so you
summer.
did, Sai knows a little bit more about this. You don't know that? Oh, now you want to shut up.
Oh,
now you
yeah.
want to shut your mouth.
So before cameras rolled,
Now
he
you
was
don't
talking
want to-
he was
now
gonna
I
break it down
No,
for
that's
me.
it.
He was gonna tell me all this stuff.
Yeah, now he's
Now I got
quiet.
nothing to say.
I bring water, he want to shut up. Funny.
Shame, sir.
I had cold water. Look at
Cold.
that. Look at
It was in the
mist.
freezer for
see
you.
the mist on it. Look at that shit.
Look,
That's
all that
cold across
condensation.
right
All
there.
that.
All that condensation.
All that.
Somebody in the feed said Leo was in the shadow realm.
Hey, Mike, did you get a cup? Was you able to get some water?
Empty.
It's empty.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
bro,
gonna
this
stay
is
that way for the next
Is that enough for the 5 of us, bro?
Man, I don't know, bro.
All right, Hot Girl Summer.
Hot girl
Let's
summer.
talk about- yes.
Okay, so apparently it's a
Come on.
Meg Thee Stallion thing as well,
Bless her.
because it was about hot girl summer.
She
and
started it though.
she started hot girl summer,
Yeah.
and counteracted it with Lil Duval, who's hot boy summer.
Hot Boy Summer.
So whenever a girl breaks up with a dude, so, like apparently people post this stuff too now. Their breakups.
Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of weird things. Which is
Yeah.
why I don't
People-
understand the concept.
People
'cause
post like,
it's
which
wildly
is
wild.
once again this weird generation we're in. People post their breakups
Yes.
and their little scenarios and situations that's going on, and they show the elaborate ways that they like kicking the dude out the house, whether it be throwing it out the window, putting it in the car, doing all this other mess, and they say hot girl summer, boom, and they go up 50 points or whatever the points are,
Well-
and then dudes counteract it with when they break up with a girl or they get over on a woman or whatever, they post their stuff saying, oh, hot boy summer, and then whoever, now it's like a race right now.
Okay.
I didn't know.
It-
I didn't know that it turned into that because
Huh?
City boy.
City boy. Oh, what? Coming in? No, speak up! You know what I wanted to say after speak up.
It was
I'm like, oh,
If the camera go off, man, you was gonna get it.
Yeah, And we can't post that because we on IG Live.
Ooh.
But anyway, yeah.
Good
So,
save.
what's the information?
I think the boys go by City Boy. Like,
City Boy
City
Summer.
Boy.
Okay.
City Boy.
So-
Summer, City Boy Summer.
Will you explain? It's not the stuff I've been seeing on IG and Twitter.
What have you
when it
seen?
comes- So when I see the tag "hot girl summer" or "hot boy summer" or whatever, it always ends up being like a girl doing some of the most ratchet stuff I've ever seen in my life. Like
That's another. That's
things I
another
can't say on camera right
But
now.
then again, like, to quote Meg Thee Stallion, who started all this, she said that Hot Girl Summer was just about girls being themselves, being confident, all of that.
Yeah,
But then people in the Twitterverse have taken that and they've turned it into, like, what she said, what you're saying,
and that's Twitter in general. They take
Yes.
something and spin it, and it's like this is not.
and this
totally
is not
what
what we wanted with Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, because I'm
So-
seeing some weird stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying anything like what you said.
But that's what happens with social media. We take one little snippet and it blows up to ratchetness,
And-
especially in community of Oh, that word I wanted to say earlier.
That one
I would
word.
love to go back to it.
That boop.
Mm-hmm. So you want to talk about Cedric, man?
Yeah.
You come a long way.
Long way.
Long way.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh yes.
Born and raised, right?
Born and raised, Charlotte, North Carolina. Yep.
Okay. Now Aerial is from Florida,
Aerial is from Clearwater, Florida. Yes.
Florida,
Okay, so.
which is Florida.
Yeah. Yes. No. Well, but I pick on her all the time because she was technically born in St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
And so she's gonna kill me.
She's like,
She hates saying that she was born in St. Louis.
She's trying to claim
She's
it.
always from Clearwater, but it's like no, you from St. Louis. I just do it to mess with her. She hates it. I love
okay,
it.
all right.
This is my small little.
How we never knew this?
Cause she don't tell nobody. She keeps it a secret.
You don't keep the secret from the fam.
It's not
Well,
secret
you
now.
do.
I kind of just told the whole internet right now.
That's not family business. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Just mind your business.
Mind your
That's all.
So growing up in high school, man, how was it? How was it coming up in high school in your generation? Because we're about the same age. I'm actually older than you by like a year.
Are you older than
Yeah, I'm probably older than you by like a year.
mine?
Yeah, about. So we grew up in the same era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember you had dreads too.
Yes.
Long
I
dreads.
had dreads that came down past my shoulders, but they were only cut on top. There's only dreads on top, so I shaved the sides. I like how you did before.
Better than mine.
They're so
My hair ratchet.
They were bad. They were big, thick, and like I had to get them redone like every month. Otherwise, they would just get messy, and I couldn't do it anymore. I had them for like 12 years, and then
Jesus.
I finally cut them off, and I was like,
When you started wrestling,
No, I was still in college. I was in
where'd you go to college?
I went to college in Muskegon, Michigan, for a year,
Ooh.
and it was the coldest place in the world because it's right
It
next
is.
to Lake Michigan,
Oh.
so it's freezing all the time.
Really? Yeah.
So in hindsight, maybe keeping the dreads then was a good idea,
Yeah,
but
Ooh.
a little nippy on my ears.
Mm.
But no, I cut them off then, and I was just tired of dealing with them.
What'd you go to college for?
Sports medicine,
Oh.
because I had in my mind before that I was going to be a wrestler. So, well, why not learn ways to tape up injuries and stuff like that if I get messed up? So, I could take my own ankle or I could take my own knee. And yeah, I don't even use it much to this day because I have that don't even be doctors now. So,
Which is interesting.
So, yeah.
Here.
I need this ankle.
Wrap it.
Strap me up.
So where did you transition? Whoa.
Oh,
Where-
that sounded wrong. I'm sorry.
Where did we transition from going from college into professional wrestling?
So,
At what age was this too?
let's see. Okay, I was in Muskegon. Was 18. Left there. Went to Spartanburg Methodist College for another year. Left there at 19 and went immediately into training. As soon as I left and got my associates.
High spots.
High Spots.
High
High Spots
Spots.
Training School in Charlotte, North Carolina with George South.
George South.
George South is the greatest trainer in the world in my book.
I never trained under him, but I met him countless times when I was coming down to North Carolina.
George South is so good for the basics of wrestling. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Just knowing the timing of when to duck, when to dodge, when to what.
Was he teaching dodgeball too? Damn.
Jump, dip, dive, and dodge. Yeah.
But throw wrenches at y'all? Ah!
No, bro.
That's the kind of trainer I want to be.
So-
hit the ropes. Ah!
He does have days where he'll just randomly throw stuff at you. Where, all right, so you learn, so wrestling is done one way. You learn to wrestle one side, whatever,
Yes.
American style, whatever, right? One day he just goes, hey, let's learn lucha. And to a bunch of students who've been wrestling for like
So
6
he threw a
months.
figurative monkey wrench into the training.
Figurative monkey
Yes.
wrench to the training. So then now we got to do everything with the right side, which
Yep.
in theory sounds easy, but no, this is so difficult.
It is.
To go against everything you've learned on the fly, which is a great lesson because George never taught psychology in class. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything he taught was in the ring in front of a live audience because that's where you learn the fastest, where you learn the best. So he'll teach you the basics, how to do a headlock, how to tackle, how to bump right, and how to protect yourself in the ring. But when it comes to a live crowd, you can't learn any other way instead of just being in front of the crowd.
Experience is the best teacher.
Experiences, yes. He just throws you in, and if you sink, you sink.
But that's the best point. Like that, like because once you do sink and you do like when you get to, like you fail completely, there's nowhere else to go but up.
Exactly.
And that's why people should. That's why a lot of students be like, like you get frustrated and you get mad at yourself. You get mad at your trainers. You get mad at everybody. You get mad at everybody in the world, and you want to start pointing fingers because you're young when you get into training and stuff. And you never like sit like years later on. You look back and be like, wow, I learned a lot. I'm glad I took that. I'm glad I did that because a lot of times I faced off with Drew Gulak last night, 205 Live. He was someone that did the same thing to us back in 2011 in the training school. He beat you up. You got knots on your cheekbones.
I've heard stories.
Oh yeah, I was with them.
Trained. Yeah.
I was with them in CCW in Philadelphia, South Philadelphia, underneath the bridge and stuff like that. Yeah, like you got knots, welts. He stretch you. You get messed up, but he was building character on all of us. A lot of them guys didn't like it. A lot of them guys didn't come back. A lot of guys just fizzled out. The strong ones make it to the top and they keep going. And you got to weed those people out sometimes.
It's sad to say, man. A lot of training, in my mind, should always boil down to survival of the fittest.
It does.
Like, I know wrestling should be inclusive. It is inclusive, and everyone should always have a chance to survive and do what they love. But at the same time, if you don't have the will to succeed and take the shots both physically and mentally, then you gotta maybe step back. Maybe not wrestling particularly is your thing. Maybe managing or announcing is. Like, people just sometimes don't understand
The full capacity.
Yeah, the full capacity. It's not just everything in the ring.
Yeah,
like if I
it's so much more than that.
It's so much more than that. Production guys, video editing guys who can make gear. Like, wrestling is so inclusive. It doesn't just mean in the ring. It means everything around it. And people don't understand that. And like referees are important, managers are important, and everything like that.
Yeah, like I explained it this way. I made this metaphor a long time ago. I was talking with Matt Cross. He said, basically, yeah, kill that. But basically, a lot of people and fans have this mindset that they can just jump into wrestling because they see the celebrations, they see all the rewards you get from wrestling. And I was like, yo, yeah, but like, it's easy to want to, like, if you never saw the sport of football, if you never played the sport of football, all you saw was touchdown celebrations. You want to get into it too, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But you don't see like the gridiron and getting hit. Like, once you take a hit, you don't want to play football anymore. Especially if you've never done contact sports or never seen the actual sport of it. All you saw was Gronkowski freaking I spelled his name so terribly bad. Gronkowski throwing, like, spiking the ball, celebrating, dancing at parties, and that's all you see.
See how much money he's making and seeing his lifestyle.
Yeah, you see confetti falling every game. You know, like, no, like, he had to get killed before he even got even close to that.
He was broke down many times before he
tore ACLs, like surgeries, comebacks, all that. So fast forward in wrestling, I want to talk about the time that I remember this conversation we had like it was yesterday. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was the night we had PWX and it was the X Cup, the first one in North Carolina.
First one?
Yep.
Who'd you
Not the
wrestle?
X Cup, but X16.
X16.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah.
And like we had like Ciampa on there,
Ciampa
Ricochet was
was on
there,
there, Ricochet,
Everett.
Moose,
We went to the
Tessa.
finals of it, and like so. I'll never forget after that night, you were in a like little crossroads of where you wanted to go. Where you going to sign here? Where you going to sign there? Where you going to do this? Where you going to do that? You didn't know. And we had that conversation with Ciampa that night at dinner, and he said, "What it was the best advice?" And I'll never forget it because like the next thing that came up, you had your final match on the Independence. Actually, it was before that. No, you got to do Cruiserweight Classic, and you had the match with Ibushi.
Yes.
But before that, he had this conversation. He said, "Bet on yourself."
Those are the words I lived by for a solid, what was it, 4 months when I was in that limbo. Was bet on myself, and I remember talking to Tommaso when he was in the same position.
Yep.
And he said the same thing. He said, bet on yourself. This place will break you down, and you will have your insecurities fed in the most negative way possible. And said, the moment that he knew that he was done with ROH, he put it out on Twitter, said, hey, look, this is my last match. I don't know what's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. And from that point on, he was booked everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
He exploded.
And exploded. And I feel it was not only that he bet on himself, he took no for it. He didn't take no for an answer and just kept grinding. And when he was told no, he still kept going. Because that's when he, I remember he was booked heavily Progress.
Yes,
for
he was.
a long, long time.
That was the first time they were bringing Americans over, too.
Yes, because I remember he had tried for months before that.
Yep.
When he was with ROH to get him, and they just wouldn't go on him. And then ever since he left ROH and he was doing stuff at AEW for a long time and really doing good with them, Progress brought him over, and he was like the man.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was doing
He was an international guy.
doing international on his own merit.
Yeah,
on his own merit. And then he was doing all that stuff with NXT when him and Johnny were tagging.
Yep.
Occasionally, it's just like we're two random guys, and
then they started doing takeovers, and they weren't even contracted yet.
No, I don't think they were actually contracted till maybe after the CWC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they were
it
guys
took a
who
while.
Wow.
him and Johnny both on their own, and Tommaso was that model that I looked at to go, look, I need to do something. Because at that point, I remember had just been single at ROH, that broke us up with Caprice. AJ was born, and I was struggling with that, thinking,
talk about that, like managing all that together.
Brand new guy on the Indies, doing this really not so good indie pay and trying to make it work.
We're gonna stop right here. We're gonna cut the IG live.
Oh, we are.
To hear the rest of the story, you're gonna have to watch on YouTube. So subscribe. Swerve City Podcast.
Bye.
Boom.
Peace.
Oh, sorry. Oh, boo.
so
Boo
angry.
hoo.
So
Subscribe.
Oh, y'all comment and subscribe. Should be at 3,000.
They gonna want to watch this.
So you're so angry.
600
So
subscribers. All these great people here. Should be at 3,000
Give
right
you
now.
gold.
5 episodes.
Giving you a
in.
legacy right here.
You are an angry uncle right now.
Uncle Ruckus.
A bald, angry uncle with a Band-Aid on his head.
Wrong.
She was waiting for it. Woo! She was loading that up.
She's waiting.
All right, continuing on. Yes, the struggle.
Yeah, yeah. So you know what it's like.
Oh yes. I was younger than you too.
Yeah, and three babies.
Two girls. That's him.
Two. Oh, you got okay.
Yes.
I knew. So I was messed
Yeah,
up.
he got the baby count going up.
Who, me?
Yep.
Huh? What? Oh, you got nothing to say now? Huh?
Hey, man, it was a great day today. Everybody all right?
It was a great day for him.
So,
It was a great day for him.
Get sidetracked. Yeah. So, and me, I had never really worked any real jobs before this.
Right.
Before wrestling in
He
general.
was just in school.
Just school. I got out of school, went straight to wrestling. That was all I ever did. That's it. I worked for 4 high spots, but that's not big. I was just doing that just to train.
That's not work.
That's not work at all. No.
Yeah,
But
you don't get a W-2 from that. I mean, you
just
actually do.
Yeah. So, yes. All right, babies. Baby. Only got one. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, stop it, boy.
Ariel.
Hey, look, when I come home, everybody have news. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Okay, anyway.
You don't.
Continue on. Sorry.
As I was saying, trying to raise a child with this not so good indie pay, and then having to be booked every single week, thinking it's a terrifying thing to realize. I don't realize when the next check coming in, even if this next booking is good, will it make me, be able to survive for the next 3 weeks? And it's terrifying between pay, the regular bills, car payments, all that kind of stuff, and not having medical insurance.
Yeah.
We didn't have medical insurance. So I'm out here wrestling, almost breaking my body every weekend with no medical insurance, just praying that this paycheck would get me through the next 3 weeks. Wow. Terrifying.
Yeah.
For 3 months, I was like that. It's insane. And that's only 3 months. And even with ROH, I was a contracted guy to them being paid by parents, but that was when, before they really got all the traction with New Japan and stuff like that. So I was on the lower end of that. So I was not making hardly anything.
Right.
Dang.
It's just enough to feed you for the night and get you from A to B.
And I was a low tier guy. They didn't really see much in me at the time, so my bookings were like maybe once a month with them sometimes.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was rough.
And I think at that time too, like not too many people were like triple stacking their bookings like that.
No,
because like that came like a couple years later, where people were like, oh, I can fly here, and then like you can fly me from here to here and here, and like it lit up for a little bit. Where you had like the Defies and then the House of Glories, and you could just stack all these bookings like that. It was kind of hard to do that at that time.
Oh man, that reminds me. So like my last indie dates, I did Bola and King of Trios on the same weekend.
Yeah,
crazy.
So this is a complete. And that was like how much later did that come? After ROH.
Ooh, the bookings like that.
Yeah,
man, a month, a good month. It was a scary month where I was just reaching out and not really getting much traction.
Which happens.
And then started picking up. I started getting little places up north, out west, and after that, that's when the Cruiserweight Classic hit, and boom, on top.
So,
look at it all.
So you go from the shows and on your way up to now the Cruiserweight Classic, and you have that showcase. You show out to the point where Triple H comes out at the end of the night and co-signs you. Did you know that was going to happen? Did you know he was going to come out at the end? I always wanted to ask you that. I never asked you that, but I always wanted to ask you that.
So, all right, so I love telling this story. This is my favorite story. So after the match with Coda, everyone's chatting, thank you, Cedric, blah, 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 which to me was a complete surprise, because I came into this whole tournament thinking that I'm just another dude. Huh? What happened?
No, move closer to the mic.
Oh, okay, I thought I messed up. So I came into this whole tournament thinking I'm just another guy, because Coda was the favorite to win. Like, they really didn't... I was just another dude to fill space at that time, I felt like. But then once the match started, something was changed. I don't think I did anything different other than I knew in my head I had to make sure that they knew who I was at the end of this night. I had to make sure that when I left the ring, somebody was going to chant my name. Mm-hmm. Somebody was going to remember me, and someone was going to say, we need him for X, Y, for whatever reason. And that's all I thought about. And so much of that match is just me thinking, is this the last time I'll be in WWE ring? Because I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it, because I knew that this could be my last night here and I could never come back. And I wanted to bare my soul that night. Mm-hmm. And I think I did a pretty good job of doing that. And the match is over, we get to the back, and I am bawling, crying before I even hit the curtain. I'm already dying. And the first people to see me back there were Tommaso, Jack Gallagher, I think Tajiri was back there too, Grand Metalik, and they were just like, congratulations, great match, it was awesome, it was amazing. And I'm just sitting there bawling, oh, thank you so much, oh, God. Triple H comes up to me and he grabs me by the head and goes, that was amazing. I'll just go out there one more time, curtain call. What?
Do the match again.
Curtain call?
What's
the curtain call? I had never heard the term curtain call at that time because I never had to do it. So I go back out there and they're still chanting, please sign Cedric. This is like 3 solid minutes it goes on. And I'm sitting there, my baby. And they get louder. I go, what the? And Triple H is right behind me. Mm-hmm. Daddy. And this is the most embarrassing, one of the most embarrassing things in my life. If you watch the footage, you'll see him stick his hand out for a handshake, and I have a water bottle in my hand. Yeah. And I try to give him the water bottle. And I go, oh no!
Yeah, do your spit, gimmick, come on. Do it, come on, man. I was like, that's what they want to see.
And then he said, oh, good job, kid. It's like, oh my God, this is so good, thank you. That was a big baby. It was.
Truth be told, that's a great moment. You don't understand how important that was, because that shaped the foundation for 205 Live to give me the opportunity to shine like I did last night.
And even to this day, I still don't think about stuff like that. Because I always try to keep things as just face value, just kind of... For me, it's less stress. It helps me focus better.
Yeah, just true.
But then when I go back and think about, man, that tournament, possibly even that match, helped put in motion what we have today.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of that.
And make new stars.
Yeah. From Gulak to Tony Nese to Jack to Arya, like they're
Gable.
all
Gable
Gable is an amazing athlete.
Incredible.
He should have been in the Cruiserweight Classic. I thought he would have been great.
He would have.
That's like I should have been in that thing. But yeah, man, like especially for me growing up being a a huge WCW fan.
Yeah.
Seeing the Rey Mysterios and Dean Malenkos and Billy Kidmans and Jamie Nobles, who like set the foundation for what it is to be a cruiserweight wrestler, I kind of reestablished that in this newer age where, you know, what 10, 12 years ago, people didn't know what cruiserweight wrestling was.
No.
Exactly.
Because it was just Hornswoggle. He was the last champion, and you never heard of
That
cruiserweight
was it,
wrestling
yeah.
again.
Yep.
That was it.
Yeah.
So
like I said, y'all
It's
revamped all this.
Exactly. It's kind of saying I'm in that same breath. I don't want to say I'm in the same level, but the same breath as them.
In a
It's-
way,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, in a way, it's very honoring to hear.
Yeah, man. So let's get into the music talk. I'm gonna take it over to my man right here.
Okay, so this is a debate that's been going on, right?
Okay, this is gonna be deep. I can tell already.
And a lot of people choose this. So are you more of a Michael Jackson guy or a Prince guy?
This is a family reunion question.
Yeah, this is hard.
Yeah, this.
Okay, lyrically, I like Prince better, but I'm a hardcore Michael Jackson man.
If
That's the best way I could. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't really.
if you had to choose for one of them to come back to life for a one-night concert, which one of you were going to see?
A one night concert.
One night only, and one of them can come back. Who are you going to see?
Prince.
Ooh.
Wow.
Prince.
Was that the wrong answer?
There is no wrong
There's
answers,
no wrong-
but there are heartfelt,
There
painful
are, okay.
answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that.
All right.
I do realize that is an unpopular answer. Maybe.
Yeah,
But
but it's okay because it's truthful.
Yeah.
It was different
Prince.
when, you know, you just go on YouTube and Mike is just standing still, standing in the space, and you see grown men just bawling, bro.
passing out.
This like
Oh, my God!
this a grown this a grown man with grandkids just
It's crazy.
You pay bills, bro. What are you crying for?
It's amazing. Like just seeing this comparison because a lot of people. The reason why I bring it up is a lot of people forget about Prince. Like it's like Mike, and then it's like nobody else. But Prince was like
Right.
damn,
Right there,
bro.
yeah.
Prince never got the justice he was due.
And I personally feel Prince is more of a talented musician than Mike.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Mike is just a
Yeah.
better overall.
He's an
He's a better.
He's the best entertainer there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah,
entertainer,
and like I think everybody wanted to be like Mike. That's the thing. That's what
And
I
Prince
think.
I feel like Prince was also so unique.
Yeah.
Prince was so unique, but we didn't understand Prince
Exactly.
like that. The androgyny, we didn't get it.
Prince was ahead of his time.
Yeah, and like now a lot of people like the RuPaul drag thing is and like the poses and like that's a real Prince thing.
Exactly.
So that's a really popular thing right now.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was very frowned upon. The 80s, people weren't messing with that. It was like yeah. So, but Mike, kids dressed like Mike. Pepsi commercials wanted Mike. Everybody wanted Mike.
danced
There was
like
people
Mike.
like villages leaving their homes marching with Mike in music videos.
Yep.
Like it was a whole like cultural movement. Prince, I don't know if he culturally worked for everybody, but Mike moved a whole like literally generation. Pepsi generation was based on Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be like Mike. That's why they did Jordan Michael commercial because everybody wanted to be like Mike. There's like, and I don't think we're ever going to see another musician go that be that
I don't
hype.
think so.
No. Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
But
If you
it's,
look at the
it's
'90s,
also just like the demographic that we live in today, and to where people have, like I feel like people have access to so many different things and so many different platforms of music, and there's like just music genres have become so broad.
and our generation is very bipolar because we'll be on this 1 second,
Yeah.
and then we call it the GOAT.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's like
That's
the,
a-
it's
that's
like
a
the
huge-
viral
Yeah, like we live,
The
we're like
representation.
we're slaves of the moment.
Yes.
Like this,
instant gratification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, and that
Instant
needs to go.
opinions, instant changing.
Like we're already trying to talk about Kawhi Leonard as the greatest freaking NBA player ever. Like comparing him to Jordan, comparing him to Kobe, comparing him to this, the greatest shot in NBA playoff history. I know y'all are not sports people, but like I see it in sports every day. We try to compare like, is Cardi B the best female musician of all time? We're already trying to.
That's a debate I've been hearing a lot.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
She got one album out.
I love Cardi, don't get me wrong, but that's a stretch.
but people say it.
Lord have mercy.
But you have to think like this: you turn on the radio, you hear her
Excuse me?
voice
Like whole
more times than not.
female
Yeah.
artist, not rapper.
Overall.
Artist.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Artist.
damn.
Well,
No.
Well, they're saying the same thing about Nicki Minaj too, when she was hot.
That, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Slave to the moment.
Yeah.
We jump on the next thing. Meg Thee Stallion's going to be the next one that
Yep.
we're going to jump on. And then whatever wave that's going to hop off of that. Rico Nasty's
I
getting a
was
lot of
just about to
traction. She's getting a lot of traction right now, so people are gonna hop on that wave once we get tired of hearing about the ratchetness. Once that dies,
once Hot Girl Summer dies.
Yep, Hot Girl Summer dies.
Once September 1st.
Yeah, when it gets to Cold Girl Winter, then we're gonna be on Rico Nasty. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I remember there was an award, like Cardi B won an award for best songwriter or best written song.
Lyricist or something?
No, like for songwriting.
Yeah.
She won an award for songwriting. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was XXL posted, or Complex posted it. They said like she won an award. I don't know what award show it was. It was some NAAA BWT NCP award that she got for writing. I'm like, she don't.
She write?
She wrote her name at the top of the paper.
Yeah.
Did you get points for that?
Like
SATs?
Cardigan backyard.
you do my homework, I put my name on it. Is that my homework?
Officially.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, I don't write.
That's when you know the
so I don't
system is just
Is flawed.
We're trying to make her. The system's pushing her.
Yes.
That's when you can see that. Is writing
machine behind her.
The machine.
The
Yeah,
machine.
machine.
Anyway, moving on.
So also as well. So, you know, I know Swerve, a lot of music that he listens to, a lot of artists and stuff inspires him as a wrestler. Has music inspired you as well as like your character, who you are in the wrestling ring? Is there anybody that you take after or anybody that inspires you?
There are not anyone in particular,
Right.
But there are a lot of like artists I listen to that put me in the mood for wrestling. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you know, did you listen to that one song? You go, man, really interest music, and then that gets me thinking about how would I come to the ring in this? How would I look with this song or whatever like that? So when I was wrestling in high school, the our coach would always put on Tupac. That was his biggest song, and not his biggest artist, but his song would always be America's Most Wanted. He would always play that song throughout practice. The whole 3 hours we'd be in that practice. And like,
Was white folks uncomfortable?
we had like 3 white people on our team.
Yeah.
I went to a predominantly black school. Philip Berry, shout out, class of 07. Was a predominantly black school, so like for us it was like, okay, whatever, it's just another day. But the differences between when he was running practice and our head trainer was running practice, miles of difference.
Mm-hmm.
We pushed harder when we listened to like Tupac and what's did he play? He was a real good Ghostface Killer fan too. So those are 2 heaviest ones that he would always play, but Tupac was always number 1, and those are the songs that would always keep us like moving throughout practice because he would never let us like slow down. But our trainer was, you know, our head trainer was just, all right guys, we gotta calm down, learn this, blah blah blah. Like no, we need to be
energy.
We're athletes.
Yeah.
We need to go. Like learning is one thing, but
Going
at
is
what
another.
point when do we put this into motion?
Real quick, did you know what Ghostface Killer song or album he used to play?
No, because I didn't listen to Ghostface Killer. Here's why. Here's Mom's, anything that involved like guns and or kill, I could not listen to. Tupac was her favorite artist, so I got away with that. Curtis Blow, she loved Curtis Blow, so I can listen to Curtis Blow all day.
William Regal brought up Curtis Blow. I kid you not.
Sir,
William Regal brought up Curtis Blow. That's why he needs to be on this show.
I like that.
Y'all too? Oh, hilarious.
And then
Well, then I would like to
I couldn't
say
listen to
Curtis
that
Blow
debate.
was a big fan of the discos in the UK.
I like that there was no British accent. They're just eye squinting.
And there's no water either. It's gonna be hot girl summer in this room.
Let me.
Anyways, back to Ghost Killer.
Segway.
I'm like very eclectic. I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of Breaking Benjamin and
Diary
a whole bunch
That's
of
your guy.
Diary of Jane.
Diary of
It's
Jane.
my song.
It's different.
Like I listen to what's the name, man? Can't think of that right now.
You know, we
But
listen to
I
the
listen
jam.
a lot
So
of
you
stuff.
don't so you don't come out like to a theme song and then like your theme song or something. You have like a whole total different song in your head. Like
Yeah, because
I'm telling you,
I've heard my theme song so many times. It's hard for me to like get excited about it.
Yeah, theme song.
Exactly, I hear so much.
In the dark, I feel at home.
It just starts off too slow for me. I feel like it should be.
I swear, I always felt you was rolling dice. No. That was rolling. That was like, ooh, something.
I would be thinking about that every time I'm interest.
Now you're gonna be like,
Come on,
damn it, Swerve. You're gonna hold it like. All right, cool. Here we go. So now we gotta go to your favorite subject, which you can already tell what my man is into by the shirt and the hat. We're gonna talk about this Marvel universe.
This is my own custom shirt.
Really?
Yeah. See?
Hold up. Come again?
Tricked you. You thought this was Black Panther, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's the one of your. That's the one of
Nah,
your.
son, this is one of my tights. I made this myself.
You know what? I was watching that on Raw, and I saw that logo. That's on the side of your tights, right?
Mhm.
I was like, is that a wolf? What is that? I couldn't ever figure it out.
So I basically took the Black Panther logo and turned it into a lion, and then put some, some designs in it to make it feel Black Panther-y.
I like that.
Or more.
I'm a fan.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
It sounded like you said Canada.
Wakanda.
Wakanda. So you heard about the Marvel Phase 4 releases?
Yes. This is where my nerd hat comes on.
Much to unpack.
Woo!
Yes.
Much to unpack.
So they just released. What day was it? It was like earlier this week. They released everything.
It was Saturday.
Every Saturday. They released all the new movies and shows that's going to be coming up within the next 3 years?
4 years.
3 years.
3 years.
We're going to start from the first one. I'm going literally down the list in order when they're coming out. I don't got the dates. I ain't that good of a host. Black Widow.
Something 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the first couple was like 2020s. Black Widow. We got Falcon and Winter Soldier, aka for me Captain African America.
Captain African America and his white sidekick.
Yes.
Oh!
We're back. Woo! We did it.
Way too hype for that.
Bro.
It's gonna be good though. I think
It will be.
Yeah.
He
was a sidekick.
And it's very buddy.
For the longest time, he said, "Ha!
I got the shield now."
He'll be like,
"Oh, you left.
How do I use it?"
How does Cap make that shit?
Don't come back to me.
It don't come in. Right. He gonna throw it like,
yeah, he's just, huh.
Where'd it go?
You threw it off the ship,
hey,
bro.
Hey, throw it back.
Hey,
throw it back.
Hey, Thor, can I get that?
Hammer.
Hey, when
Hand here,
Bucky,
give me a hand.
Bucky, can you help me out?
No, not him.
You got the Eternals.
Sketchy on that one.
I'm not. So you're gonna have to inform me. I'm not too much of a Marvel head. I'm more DC.
So,
I don't really understand what the premise of the Eternals is, though.
So it's basically a race of super advanced, immortal people who pretty much created humans and others alike. Pretty much, it's weird and convoluted. It's really deep in there.
It sounds.
I kind of explained it wrong. I think the Eternals, if I remember correctly, is the Eternals, the Deviants, and then there's humans. The Eternals are like mortal, but they're still. I'm gonna explain too much.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good. It
sounds like the Marvel version of Watchmen.
I could see that. With a lot more weird, spacey, godlike stuff. Yeah.
More, giant blue guy with the penis. Yeah.
Do you think that'll come off better than what they tried to do with Inhumans?
God, yes. Inhumans.
Inhumans, I heard was terrible. I didn't see it though.
Terrible. It started from a movie, then turned into like a little miniseries, and then like no, like that's come on. It's a movie first. They go, let's go back. No, that's bad.
Going from there, they got Shang-Chi.
I think that'd be good.
Not familiar with Shang-Chi.
I think Jackie Chan with superpowers.
So Iron Fist.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
That's a better one. Iron Fist. I didn't like.
Look how
the
Iron
Netflix
Fist worked
show.
out. See, me personally, I'm looking at this list. I'm only excited for like two things.
But wrong actor though. They got the wrong actor.
Yeah.
For Iron Fist.
Danny Rand was annoying as hell.
Yeah, he was just some nerdy little curly head.
It's hard, like when you get that guy and the rich guy superhero. To me, the only person that connects with is either Bruce Wayne or connects with Tony Stark. Yeah. Everybody else is like,
Yeah. If you're rich and you fight crime, you're a rich.
Yeah, Arrow took a while to get like. I kind of don't like him.
He's just Batman with arrows.
Pew. Anyway, moving on. Wanda villain. Can anybody tell me about Vision? WandaVision.
Wanda and Vision.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Wanda Sykes?
That seems like it's just gonna be so weird.
I'm WandaVision.
Yo.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
Subscribers up 30.
I'm gonna be thinking about that. I'm WandaVision. Welcome to WandaVision.
Nobody watched that
No,
show.
no one will.
they
No.
didn't.
I would.
I don't think I'm gonna watch this movie
Not
either.
a single soul.
I still ain't seen Spider-Man.
Sir, Spider-Man is
Which
great.
one? Which one?
Far From Home.
I've
You have
seen
to
it.
see it.
I didn't like Homecoming.
Me and you are the only ones that agree with that.
Okay, well, now, I will not disagree that Homecoming wasn't the best Spider-Man movie, but it was a good start. It was a good start.
Was it?
But okay, so are you basing it off Tom Holland's performance, or are you basing it off
Just overall, I ain't
overall?
really.
I couldn't get into the
Spider-Man.
movie, the story of it,
Same.
and I
Think
hated.
about
I hated this. I hated him relying too much on the suit instead of being like a instinctive Spider-Man.
Character development, sir. Character development.
He is only 16.
He was also one.
He is only
brand new, he's
16.
brand
He might be the clumsiest Spider-Man I've ever seen.
It's true to the character, though. It's true to the character.
He tripped. That boy tripped over kiddie pools and yards. He ran into buildings. I was like, and he was in. This is after Civil War.
Okay.
That's what really got me.
But think about
like
it.
you've already been doing Spider-Man crap.
But think about it.
In the airport.
You're a 60-year-old kid who just figured out you have powers. You've been
You
doing
fought freaking Iron Man, or fought with Iron Man, but you fought you're fighting against like Ant-Man and all these guys, and then you get on your own and you tripping
You
over
fought
stuff.
against
I'm like,
Captain America.
Falcon and Bucky and all them dudes.
Wakanda.
Yeah, tied 'em up.
He fought against
Well,
Wakanda.
no, we were like, what? Well, kinda. Wakanda.
Eh.
That didn't hit well.
No.
Anyway,
I
it
saw
no.
where you were going with that, but
Yeah, he tried.
Doctor Strange. I'm looking forward to this.
yeah.
Multiverse of Madness. That's gonna be a horror
That's
one.
it.
Yeah, that's the one. I heard. So that's
It's
the
a
one.
horror
right?
film?
It's a horror film.
Okay, that's the one.
It's Marvel's first
Even
horror
more.
film.
I would like to thank not only God, but also awesome.
I'm curious where they're gonna go with it, though. Like,
But horror and
I
Marvel,
don't
that's
like what kind of
Mm-hmm.
horror? Is this where we introduce the vampires and when we get into Blade
Twilight.
and stuff like that? Oh God, don't say
WandaVision's supposed to be weird. That was their big selling point on that one.
I will watch that on a plane at some point.
I feel
Yeah,
like
mostly.
I feel like watching it on a plane wouldn't be a good place to watch it.
I watched a lot of great movies on planes.
If WandaVision's weird though.
So Doctor Strange, Loki,
Gonna be great. Tom Hiddleston is great.
great
Yes.
actor.
Great actor.
They're probably going to go the Ragnarok route with that.
Yeah, I don't know what the concept.
That's
would be.
just me assuming.
I always find it
That
hard
one's
to
on
think.
Disney Plus too.
Yes, that's on Disney Plus. I always find it hard with when you have like a villain essentially. Like, how do you really follow him? Like, what does he do?
I feel
Like,
like
what's
Loki
Loki
is
gonna
like
do?
the least villain.
Let's villainy villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a trickster. He's the one that goes back and forth. Like, oh, I'm on your side. No, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. So he's Jack Sparrow to me.
Yeah.
that.
Pretty good.
Because he's
Pretty good
because yeah. So that's me. What if?
No idea what that was.
Yeah. What if?
What if?
The first one's supposed to be what if Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum instead of Captain America? But apparently they're gonna keep that going.
I love that.
As
Woman empowerment.
mental
I like it.
stuff. So yeah.
Peggy is my favorite character in the MCU. So
Very underrated.
Peggy.
love Peggy.
Peggy Sue.
Did you watch the show?
Sure did.
Yeah.
All 2 seasons.
Yeah. It was dope.
Mhm.
I didn't see it.
I did not watch Supergirl.
I didn't finish
I
it.
No,
tried
I
2
watched
episodes and I was like,
watched Supergirl.
nope.
Got one.
I couldn't get into Arrow. Arrow I couldn't get into.
I got like season 5 and then like the
Flash
sun
is good.
came in and I'm like, I don't like this. Mm-mm.
Season 5 was pretty good.
The Flash though I could watch. Flash.
Flash is dope.
Flash is good.
I haven't watched Flash.
I'm gonna watch
You know
Flash
what?
tonight
I haven't watched
after
it.
y'all
No,
get my
it's
house.
not bad. It's not bad.
Left off season 4.
Yeah,
With
the Tinkerer.
The Thinker guy.
The Thinkers. Yeah, the Thinker.
That was a good season.
That was a great season.
Yeah.
That was a good season.
I love that it ended. It was great.
Yeah, great, excellent.
I enjoyed it.
Hawkeye, I can kind of get into that because I like Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
I really like Jeremy Renner.
Once again, what is he gonna do? I think this is where he trains the next generation,
Clara
right?
Barton? or
Clint Barton.
something.
His daughter.
Or, yeah. Whoever
Oh, because he's in Endgame. He was teaching her how to shoot.
Yeah, I think.
So this is where they bring in.
That's
the
another
Young
woman
Avengers.
superhero.
They bring the Young Avengers now. That's gonna be one of the next ones. They bring the Young Avengers. Boom.
They try to make Stranger Things with kids. Mm.
Ooh, that might.
That'd be dope.
That might work.
Yeah, that might.
Just
Not be
Think
bad.
about it. I'm like, hold before y'all start.
Straight
Think about it.
I wanted to go against it immediately, but no.
Wait, what?
That might.
Thor. I'm not a fan of the Thor movies. Even Ragnarok.
I don't know how
What?
I feel
You
about Lady Thor now.
Okay, so I do like that they're adopting that story. I don't like it being whatever. What's her
Natalie
name?
Portman.
What's her name? I don't know her name.
Jane Foster.
Jane.
Jane
Yeah.
Foster,
Or
yeah.
no, with the
Or
actress.
Natalie.
Natalie.
Natalie Portman.
Agreed.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's
if it
going
was
to go
someone
that
else.
route, then I'm definitely not watching that.
If it was someone else besides Natalie Portman.
But I will
definitely
watch it
throwing
for
that in the
Tessa
trash.
Thompson. Because
Yes.
Tessa
she's
Thompson
great.
is the
Valkyrie is
truth.
great.
Tessa Thompson's the truth. If you ever seen what's the movie?
Yeah, white people.
No, great show.
Yes, great show.
Sorry to bother you. Tessa Thompson in that.
I haven't seen that one.
Very left field. They're very complete left turn field swerve of the movie at the end of it, but a good watch. Tessa Thompson's in it.
Okay.
Homie from
The Keith Stanfield.
the Keith Stanfield, homie from Get Out, the guy that got abducted, the skinny dude. Get Out! Him. He's in it. Great movie.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out! Get out!
And then last but not least, Blade.
Okay, so how are we feeling about Wesley not being in this? How are we feeling about that?
I'm okay with it.
I was not okay until I heard who was replacing him.
I saw him, I was like,
Who's replacing
he'll be alright.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I'm totally, see, my only reserve with him, I looked at him and I looked at Wesley, I was like, Wesley's bigger than him.
You're gonna have to
And
get
Blaze doesn't look like a badass. So, like,
He gonna have to get some.
Marshall Ali
yeah.
is like 6'2".
right, but he doesn't look physically imposing. You know what I mean? He just looks like a lanky dude to me.
He might get bigger in
Now, if he gets bigger,
Say more.
okay, cool. Hey, look, I just want to
We
look
thought
like
the same
badass.
about Hugh Jackman. And then look at him.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
You
yeah.
didn't get swole to like the.
Well, he was in the suit.
Wolverine. Yeah.
He was in the suit.
But he
in
was
all
at
those
least,
X-Men.
you know,
And then when he got to the Wolverine
When, like,
solos,
the solos, that's when he started like, really.
bruh.
yeah, that's when he got shredded up.
Yeah, same with Hemsworth.
Yeah, okay.
Hemsworth built like crazy. Christian Bale did the same.
He went way overboard though.
He got fat.
Bro.
He got fat.
Bro, and, like that was when he was doing was it The Machinist?
Yeah.
And he was like
He got lost all that weight again.
112 pounds or some
Yeah.
crazy stuff like that. And then bumped up to 225 in like 3 months or whatever crazy time he did it. So, okay, back to my feelings on so Wesley not being in it, I totally think it's okay. Cause he's what, almost 50, right?
He's 60.
He's 60. He's
Jesus.
60. Bro, like these movies have to go on for like at least another 10 years.
And vampires don't age, so.
Yeah, so
You know, you
let's
do like
sit your
Sylvester
own-
Stallone, just make yourself an action star at like 75.
Yeah,
Sylvester gonna die.
He's gonna-
be an action star.
he
bro.
can't.
You heard the new Rambo's coming out? Like
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
seen
that.
Again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got another one.
His heart's gonna explode. He's gonna die on set.
They're gonna try to
From
make
all
another
the
Rocky
juice
too.
that just keeps him going.
It looks like.
He was like, I can still run the steps, watch. No.
No.
Stop.
No.
Slide, your quads
Slide.
gonna
He's still
explode.
going. Oh.
Have y'all seen the trailer? Any of y'all saw the trailer to it?
For
I saw like a little
Rambo?
clip of
To Rambo?
the real.
Oh,
no, I didn't.
It basically
watch
kind of looks
it.
like Home Alone, except like rated R. Like he actually kills like the intruders and stuff.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Are they in his house?
Yeah, he's setting off
What is? He said straps.
straps and stuff.
Instead of swinging paint cans, it's like a knife. He's stepping on landmines instead of Christmas ornaments.
Oh boy tries to grab the door handle, it just explodes.
Just grenade. He just grabbed a grenade.
He grabbed the grenade.
Down the grenade, yep.
Truth be told, them men should be dead in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When as soon as homie got shot
Yeah,
in the basement,
they went through misery.
you die.
Nah, this dude got hit in the face full force with a 40-pound paint can. He's dead.
Yeah.
No, when the bar came down.
Yeah.
Crushed skull.
Yeah.
Crushed
They-
skulls.
that-
When Marty got hit in the head with a brick from like a freaking 8-story building.
That was the second one.
Huh?
Dead. Instantly dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
My thing is, like, you watch the brick fall. You deserve to get hit. Yeah. Wow. Oh! Like,
You do that William Regal split.
is that a bloody brick?
I'll blame him.
Like, if you watch the brick fall, you deserve to get hit with it.
Yeah.
What is he throwing? Candy?
Yo.
No, it doesn't look
So
like.
me and Ariel will stay up all night and watch these like the Vine compilations, the Fail Army compilations.
Yes.
Ooh, Jesus. I can watch
The
this for
stuff
hours.
that people do blows my mind.
It's not even like, I can understand parkour stunts. These aren't even parkour
No,
stunts.
not even parkour stuff. No,
Stupidity.
screw that. Like, no, you see the one where like the kid tries to jump over the car, hits his legs, hits the ground, and it's don't do it for the fun.
No, I did not see
No?
that. I didn't see that one.
He tries to do the old LeBron jump over the car when it's like going at like 6
That was
miles an
that
hour.
was a Kobe jump.
Was it Kobe?
Yep.
Well, I said
Don't disrespect the Kobe.
My bad.
Don't disrespect.
It was like 5 years ago. How long was that?
Kobe doing that jump.
Kobe
That jump that was a
jump.
while ago. Wasn't it?
Kobe jump was like.
Kobe's jump, he still had Ronnie Terry off as a teammate. That like 10, 15
Smush Parker was
Damn,
on the
that
team. But
I'm really okay. Well, that's
Kwame Brown.
That's when he was still like 8, Kobe. Just like 8 when he was.
Nah, he's
age.
nah.
he
You
was
talking about he
24?
jumped when like the car drove and he
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he been
was
switched
24?
over. Yeah, he's been switched.
Oh, okay.
He's 24 there.
All right.
But anyway, yeah. Well, he got.
It's Kwame Brown. He can't play.
He can't play.
He got tiny hands. Kind
He
of
got no
bad
wall.
footwork. Kind of doesn't know what he's doing with the ball.
He's a bona fide scrub. Rasho.
Is that a trick question?
Tiago split.
He can't play.
He can't play.
Well, you got any music questions to close us out? We're going to go home with one more topic.
All right, so
we actually took notes today, guys. Water notes. What are we going to do next?
His hosting skills are coming up.
Are they?
Not really.
I see. I tried to help
they?
you. I tried to help you.
I tried to hydrate him.
Well, you stole my water.
Dang.
Still over here, too.
I know.
Continue.
So, what is the best live performance you ever been to?
Ooh. The best live performance?
Live show, concert you've ever been to?
The
The
bedroom.
best one.
I'm afraid to admit this. I went to a Destiny's Child concert.
I bet they were going ham.
Man.
You are.
This
lucky.
prime Destiny
Lucky.
Child?
This is prime
What year?
Destiny's Child. Oh God,
That had to be
I
like
couldn't tell you the
03.
year.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell
So,
you the
so,
year.
Prime-
so
It would have been like,
Actually,
Was
oh,
it Soldier with Wayne
Soulja Boy?
and I'm a Survivor?
No, this was.
Because Survivor was peak.
yes.
Because I was about to say how you were with our age group. You didn't
Lose
see
my breath.
That was a.
No.
It wasn't
Lose
like
my breath and Soldier.
It might have been Survivor.
But Survivor,
It might have been
Oh,
Survivor and Lose My
girls,
Breath were
girls.
the same album.
We were Survivor.
Really?
I think they
No,
were.
Survivor
Were they?
was-
Or was Survivor earlier?
Yeah,
This
Survivor was
Bootylicious.
That was a different album.
No.
Yeah, that was a different one.
That
I'm trying to find out what.
It was the one like.
What
before-
songs you heard?
I was going to impress a girl, so I don't really remember the song. I was trying to get with her all the time. But
That's not. I'm trying to depress.
Nah,
trying to impress a
but-
girl dance.
I think it was Survivor.
I'm having a good time.
I had a pretty good time with that one.
Okay.
I don't really remember the songs that all because I was trying to hook up with the girl at the time.
Do you remember the concert?
No, not really.
Was you successful in your
I was not successful,
Hey, brother.
but I still had fun.
At least you're honest.
but I still had fun.
Hey,
Yeah, I had fun.
That's your child.
Most dudes have been like, man, I'm cold as
Nah, man, I can't lie on my junk. I can't lie on my junk. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
My older stepsister took me to a Usher concert. That was the best live performance I've ever seen in my life. 8701 Usher.
Before There's a Child, when I went in middle school, I went to a
You got a bad Usher.
Bow Wow concert. It wasn't fun. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
It's none but-
probably nobody in your age.
None
was
but
there.
13-year-old girls out there screaming.
Yep.
I feel like the Bow Wow in 2000 concerts was like Jonas Brothers concerts now.
Ooh.
That's it's a good comparison.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
Have you seen a Jonas Brothers concert, bro?
I have not.
Ooh.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Bruh, it gets nuts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Michael
And,
Jackson.
then, and the crazy thing, like as I was listening to Bow Wow's interviews and stuff, it was grown women out there at his concerts.
A Bow Wow concert?
Bow Wow concerts.
yeah.
It was like 13-year-olds, a lot of 16-year-olds and everything.
grown ass women trying.
But
to
there was
give
like
them a 13-year-old
grown
boy.
women, grown women going to them concerts
Oh yeah.
with one thing on their mind.
On that note,
So when the cameras go off, we'll talk about that more.
We'll discuss.
Yeah, we'll discuss.
I'll put the interview on. It's crazy. DJ Vlad TV. It's awesome. He talks about some stuff.
Things and stuff.
Things, stuff.
Stuff and things.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And the Sierra thing, too.
Ooh.
He goes into that.
Really?
Yeah.
We can't talk about that here.
No, we shouldn't. But I will. So no. Anyway, we're gonna close this up because you got your baby out there. She gotta go to bed.
She's probably already asleep right now.
Probably.
That'd be
Oh yeah.
cool.
The whole time we went on full daddy duty. Full daddy duty all the time.
So we're gonna close this up. Where can everybody follow you? Which, if they not, they should be following
should
you
already
I
be
mean,
following.
if you're watching this, you probably already Cedric Alexander. It's my Twitter. It's verified. So
I'm still waiting on mine.
I gotta say it's verified because people will message me asking if it's me, and then send me links of other profiles pretending to be me, asking if that profile is indeed me.
Blue check.
So if there's a check on it, it's me. If it's not a check on it, it ain't me. All right. Same thing with Twitter. No, I said Twitter. Instagram. Cedric Alexander 1, and that's it. That's what I use.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. I'm very simple.
Simone Johnson. Everybody.
What am I
She
saying?
got
The rock.
plug.
Oh.
Come on, get
Mighty
used to
sorry.
Get used to these.
At Simone G Johnson on Twitter and Instagram. That's about it.
Teasy Scott, Instagram, Twitter, things of that nature. You guys can also check out the I'm the Man video shoot dropping Summer Slam weekend. Make sure you guys show love. I want 1 million views, bro. I want 1 million views.
1 million views.
I want 1 million views on the video. I want 1 million. A million. You feel me? So subscribe to the YouTube Swerve City Podcast. That's where it's gonna be dropping.
Please.
Please.
Be confident in everything you do.
Wash your ass.
You ain't gonna say your stuff.
Wash your booty.
You ain't gonna say your social media and stuff.
Nah.
You don't want anyone to follow you?
Nope. Because they're watching the show.
Or you get a pop-up. Like,
Yeah.
Those pop-pops are legendary.
Ariel, we miss you.
We need you back. Come
We
back.
need you back. Come back.
This show went to hell without you.